Hello everyone, Full Moon Fall here. Hope y'all are all doing wonderful and great. Today we are playing Lil Guardsman.
Good morning! You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm Dodger, joined by my new co-host, The Quack. For those of you wondering where the ham is, well, it turns out he got an invitation to the royal wedding happening today. Of course, he won't be wearing a tuxedo. He'll be in head-to-toe honey glaze. Well, if you don't like the jokes I tell, you can do it yourself. I told the producer I refuse to work with a duck.
Hiya, sweetie. Are you almost ready to go?
Almost. Sorry I slept late. If I rush, I can make it to the guard shed just on time.
Didn't you hear? All the gates are closed today for the wedding. We got the day off.
That's great news. So we can have a day just you and me? Hello, sappy montage of father-daughter bonding time.
We only get the day off because we have to attend the wedding.
Goodbye, sappy montage. You were a nice thought. So, should we get dressed up?
What do you mean? I am dressed up. Didn't you notice my tie?
You're not wearing a tie.
Oh, darn it. Did it fall off again?
Did you tie it properly?
Lil, you know I don't know how to tie a tie.
Did you clip it on properly?
Lil, you know I don't know how to clip on a tie.
Did you tape it on properly?
I thought I did. It doesn't matter. No one will see us. Our seats are so far from the altar, we're technically closer being at home.
Then I guess I'm ready to go.
Okay, remember, grab as many appetizers as you can, then meet me by the door. We still have to find our seats and we'll need snacks for the journey.
Stuff my pockets with all the shrimp I can find? Got it.
What an absolute waste of money this entire dog and pony show is. Would have been just as well off flushing a ton of gold bars down the toilet, if you ask me.
I'm a famous artist now! Renowned art critic Gil Meisterheimer described my ice sculpture as a startling reflection of modern society, exposing the monsters within us all. That's good, right?
A royal wedding to patch up alliances and make political gains? Won't be the first and it won't be the last. King Oswin would have been devastated to see his daughter put in this awful position. only wish Sprankles could be here to see this.
There, Your Grace.
Where?
No. There.
On my hand?
Oh, never mind.
How exciting! I spend so much time studying history, but today I am here making it. I wonder how this day will be viewed by future generations. I wonder how this day will be...
Eddie, baby, you ready for the big show?
Who said that?
It's me. It's Lil. From the guard shed.
Oh, my good friend Lil.
I didn't say we were.
Lil, I've gone and done it again. I've lost my glasses, and I can't start the wedding if I can't read the official wedding officiant overview. You have to help me find them, because you're my good friend.
Where's the last place you remember seeing them? Or just seeing at all?
I thought I just had them. They have to be around here somewhere. Uh-oh.
Don't tell me. They're crushed under your boot.
No, they're crushed in my boot. I forgot that's where I like to keep them so I don't lose them.
This is the exact reason why nobody keeps their glasses in their boots, Edward.
What am I supposed to do now?
Maybe you should ask someone else for help.
Someone else? That's it. What if I get someone else to lend me their glasses? Could that work?
Depends. Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
I'm both.
This could work.
Then it's settled. You go and find someone to lend me their glasses, and I'll stay here.
Why can't you do it?
The pieces of my broken glasses are cutting my foot, and my boot is filling up with blood.
Okay, you stay here. I should probably talk to my dad about this.
Tell him I say hello.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Lil, you absolute wonder. Well done on the wedding file. It's gone off without a hitch, and with that, the Sprawl has acquired a powerful new ally. Brava, Lil.
Security at an event like this is a nightmare. So many moving parts. Keep your eyes peeled for anyone using the wedding as a pretext to do something suspicious. The job never stops, Lil.
Hello, Mr. Melroy. Enjoying the big event?
You know that I'm not. Let's just get to the I-do's already, am I right? I don't know what that wedding officiant is waiting for.
No mention of the calories or the ingredients. Catering Corp's legal team would have a field day with these amateurs.
Is that just a single leaf with a drop of oil on it? Is that the whole appetizer? That wouldn't even feed a rabbit, let alone a growing girl and her overeater father. Is that just a single leaf? That wouldn't even feed a rabbit. Is that just a single leaf? That wouldn't even feed a...
What's your current shrimp count at? We need at least 30 to get 4 stars.
Dad, the wedding officiant needs a pair of glasses or else the wedding won't start. Also, Edward says hello.
Who?
Dad, focus.
Who do we know that wears glasses?
Doesn't Mrs. Abernathy?
Good thinking. But you'll have to go and find her. She could be anywhere in the sprawl.
Why me? Why can't you?
I cut my foot earlier and my boot is filling up with blood.
Fine, I'll go. You stay here. Just try not to cut your other foot. Now, if I was Mrs. Abernathy, where would I be?
I wish more people opted to get married in the night. I do love a wedding, but the midday sun wreaks havoc with my complexion.
Hello, hello! Welcome to Garby's Emporium of Wonder. Big royal wedding blowout!
I'm so glad I'm not out there slinging soup at that wedding. Instead, I get to spend the day with my boyfriend and his kids. His ex-wife, Denise the Cyclops, is a nightmare.
It's the big day, Lil. Can't talk. Can't you see we're slammed?
I know what you're thinking. What? Praetor Kargan? Aren't you supposed to be back in Marvog? I know what you're thinking.
Hello, the sprawl! It's your daddy Vladdy, and I'm here to rock your onions until they peel. That's my opening line. Always a huge hit. Too bad nobody at the wedding got to hear. Don't worry, I put Vlad Extreme on your jukebox, so if you ever need your onions peeled, you know what to do.
beautiful day for a royal wedding, isn't it? Shame we can't go and see it for ourselves.
My dad and I were invited.
Why, you lucky little bit.
Mrs. A, I need your help. The wedding won't start until the officiant gets a pair of glasses, and you have a pair of glasses. See where I'm going with this?
Need to officiate the wedding?
No, I need your glasses. I'll give them back right after the ceremony, I promise.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I can't just give them to you, my dear. I need them to read the odds on the upcoming Goblin Ball games. But I'll tell you what, if you get me a piece of food from the royal wedding that I can keep in my freezer and never eat, you can borrow my glasses for a little bit.
Okay, Mrs. A, 1 plate of official wedding cuisine coming up. Excuse me, sir.
Go away.
But I just need...
I said go away, little girl. Your mere presence at this table is ruining the composure of the cuisine.
You mean the leaf on the plate?
Yes, and you have wilted it. And I'll have you know that this leaf on a plate is normally worth 100 gold.
That's expensive. May I have one?
No.
But I'm a guest at this wedding.
Fine. Take it and leave me forever alone.
Does it get tiring, carrying around all that natural charm? Mrs. A, here, I got you your keepsake appetizer.
Thank you, dear. I like food.
Who doesn't? Now how about those glasses?
Glasses. Yes.
Holy crap! That was the shapeshifter again! And it's run off with my food for the real Mrs. Abernathy! Guess I gotta go get another plate, or see if Mrs. A wants something else for her glasses. Excuse me, Mr. Snooty Pants?
Yes, what is it?
Can I have another expensive leaf on a plate?
No!
But you have so many left. I guess people didn't like them, huh?
They are not made for people to like. They are made for people to take pictures with. Now go away. You cannot have another.
I guess I'll go see if Mrs. A wants something else for her glasses. Mrs. Abernathy, the plate of food is a no-go.
You ate it, didn't you? That means I lost 10 gold to Arta saying you wouldn't. I thought that could be a problem with you.
No, I didn't eat it. Wait, what did you just say?
Well, what about a bottle of wedding wine to mark the occasion? Are they serving Petrardian fizzy, perchance?
I wouldn't bet money against it, but they probably wouldn't let me snag a bottle from the palace. There's gotta be a couple of bottles floating around the sprawl somewhere, though. One bottle of Petrardian fizzy, please, Arda. No need to check my ID. I am absolutely underage.
You know I can't do that, Lil. We'd lose our liquor license. If we had one. Or a food handling license. We shouldn't be allowed to operate. It's too much pressure. Emma, hold on in there. We're prepping for the post-wedding rush and she's losing all motivation in there. Tell you what, you find me something that'll help motivate Emma, and I'll give you a bottle of the fizzy. On the house, but under the table. What do you think?
Deal. I know I've seen a motivational poster somewhere inappropriate recently.
Lil, there you are. I've been searching everywhere for you. You wouldn't happen to have a purple left-handed screwdriver on you, do ya? Or a pair of shoes made out of a watermelon?
Fresh out of both. Why?
Rats. No reason. What can I help you with?
I need to find something to motivate someone stuck in a service industry job.
How about that Hang in There Kitty motivational poster? It's always helped me when I've needed a boost.
That would work perfectly.
Go ahead and take it, but only because it's your birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Every day is somebody's birthday. Go out and give that to whoever's birthday is.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Oh my god, I forgot you were back there. It's been months. You really took that motto to heart. Good job, kitty.
Whelp has a new master now, and he lives a very comfortable life. And he got to be a jockey in a polo match? Best day of Whelp's life! And he's rich now, too! And likes to flash his money around! Here's thanks to you, Lil!
Go ahead and take it, but only because it's your birthday.
I've done it! I found the perfect thing to motivate you, Emma. Take a look at this.
A Hang in There Kitty poster. I hate cats.
Oh, I guess it's not perfect then.
No, it is. I can hang in longer than that stupid cat can. Hey, Arda, let's get things going, huh?
Thanks, kid. Here's your bottle of Petrardian Fizzy. If you get caught with it, don't say you got it here.
It's not for me. I'm getting it for a little old lady.
How times have changed.
Mrs. A, I found you a bottle of the fizzy stuff. Can I have your glasses now?
Oh, Lil, I'm so pleased. Thank you so much. Yes, you may have my glasses. After enjoying this bottle, I don't think I'll be able to see straight anyways.
Edward, I got you a pair of glasses. The wedding is saved.
Lil, this is perfect! Now I'll be able to perform the ceremony. The wedding is saved.
I'll go get my dad so we can find our seats so the princess can officially say goodbye to her single life.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, humans, elves, dwarves, and other non-humans alike. We are gathered here today to witness the sacred union of our dearly beloved Princess Desdemona and the noble Prince Phineas, son of... Oh, bugger, I seem to have misplaced the next 7 cue cards. We stand here to celebrate the... love shared between these two people, as their union will forge a strong bond that will bring a renewed sense of culture, dignity, and class to our fair city-state.
I object!
Oh no! Chuck is here to enact his plan. What do I do?
How did that filthy goblin get in here? Guards! Wait!
Oh, what a disgusting little creature!
What did the councilwoman just say? Guards!
I said wait, and I'm done being ignored. Guards, stand down. Chuck, what are you doing here? I told you to stay away.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
What I do today, I do for all citizens of the Sprawl who have felt unwelcome for too long. For those of us who look a little different, who can't walk down the street at noon with their heads held high. I'm looking at you, mole people. I couldn't stand by and watch as my people's chances for a good life were erased by the sham of a marriage.
Hey!
And I couldn't watch as the woman I love.
What did he just say?
The plot thickens again! We just went from soup to gravy, people!
Don't! You can't.
The Sprawl doesn't need you to sacrifice yourself to make it stronger. It already has an untapped power inside itself, waiting to rise up. Princess Desdemona, I love you. Will you marry me in...
This will not stand! Princess, you can't seriously be thinking of leaving me for... this.
I'm on the edge of my f***ing seat here!
I will, Chuck. I will marry you.
What?
This isn't going to work out. People of the Sprawl, this may shock and horrify the worst among you, but this is Chuck, my secret goblin lover. And I choose him as my groom. And together we will empower our own people and usher in a better, brighter future for everyone in the Sprawl. Watch out, Lil. What is that?
By rejecting the leader of Marvik's proposal of marriage, you made a grave mistake that will not go unpunished. Consider this message a declaration of war. You are hereby under siege, and we demand your unconditional surrender immediately. Otherwise, we will lay waste to your precious kingdom with brutal combat waged by warriors of unmatched skill. Love and kisses, the Marv Empire.
Oh shit.
The Sprawl, news about the war. On the front lines, our homegrown heroes are holding toe-to-toe against the treacherous Marvagians. But back in the barracks, folks from home and away are signing up to do their part. You might even find the odd Marvagian joining our ranks to fight against their own. Go get 'em, soldier. And get 'em once for me. Talk to your local Godshed operator about how you can join the Sprawl Army today. Join the Sprawl Army today!
Any questions?
Did you see my dad? He was there. He looked okay.
No, I meant questions about the new drafting procedure. It was in the weekly update video.
You mean the propaganda video?
You know what propaganda is?
I didn't until I watched that video.
Listen, people are going to come up asking about joining the army. It's your job to decide if they're a good fit, especially considering who else is coming to enlist that day.
I thought my job was to decide who to let pass the gate.
That's also your job. This is wartime. You have to do two things now.
I wish my dad was here. He'd show me how to get out of doing two things.
Up until now, we've tolerated a 2-star average with you, Guardsman. Not anymore. We are dancing on a knife's edge here, so now you have to maintain a 2.5-star average, or it's game over. Oh, and if you don't draft the right people, we could lose the war. Also game over.
Wait, figuratively or literally?
Both.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna go.
You're just gonna leave after dropping something that heavy on me?
Fine, I'll stay. We can tutorial some more.
Actually, I'm starting to see the appeal of your first plan.
I thought you might. Goodbye, Lil.
The Royal Writ. After months of this siege, the Sprawl's resources, namely its food stores, have reached a new dangerous low. If a guard discovers any means to improve our dwindling food supply, you are to contact either myself or LT, Striker. Failure to contact leadership will be reflected in your star ranking. Ash, related. Any individuals or groups coming from outside this sprawl who will burden our meager food supply are to be carefully vetted. Like with Item 1, the decision to admit anyone who fits this description should be run by either Ash or me. Striker, best of luck to those becoming responsible for drafting individuals for service in the front lines. Remember, there's always more than meets the eye, and although it may seem like sending more people to the fray is the right idea, that is not always the case. Striker, hey Gardos, I'm breaking in a new assistant down here in the dungeon. Go easy on him if you get him when you call. Malcolm, by royal decree.
Excuse me, ma'am. Is this the place where a fella could sign up to join that war that's going on?
It is. Why? Do you know someone who's looking to sign up?
Sure do, ma'am. His name is Elmer John, and you're looking at him. I'm talking about me, ma'am.
Yeah, I got that. Now what's a guy like you doing wanting to fight in a war like this?
I fight for one thing and one thing only. My one and only love, Glory Ann.
That's very heroic, I guess. This Glory Ann, is she your sweetheart?
She sure is.
And does Glory Ann feel the same way about you?
She sure does. At least, I thought she did.
Dish the details, Elmer. What happened?
Well, you see, ma'am, how it is it's like this, you see. It all happened this way, it was.
Elmer, faster with the dishing.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's just all too painful to talk about. We were engaged to be married, and I caught her in the arms of another man, my neighbor Bosco.
How dare she?
I know!
So you're heartbroken and running away to war?
Exactly.
I don't think I can, in good conscience, send you to the front, Elmer. Go home, find Glory Ann, and talk to her.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I was making one of those, what do you call it, hasty decisions I always make. I'll go home and see my Glory Ann, who I caught in the arms of another man, and I'll make the biggest apology banner anybody ever saw.
What's an apology banner?
It's the easiest way to say you're sorry. So long, ma'am. You take care now. Glory Ann, I'm a-comin'.
Ah, it's you again. I remember you, the miserable wretch who saw to me the last time I came to this repulsive, simmering carbuncle of a city.
I remember you too. You're that unpleasant, obnoxious Ebenezer Scrooge knockoff.
Yes, we have met. It is my intention to go straight to the bank of the sprawl and have my substantial moneys removed from this sinking barge of a city before the banks are overrun, or worse, sacked. Mr. Dunn just needs to hear my confirmation number, and I will have my fortune sheltered in a more rich people-friendly nation.
What will happen to the BS without you?
Most likely, BS will fall in one great lump. Perhaps enough people will continue to buy into BS, but as far as I'm concerned, the people here were up to their necks in BS anyway.
We're still talking about the bank, right? You can't let the bank fail. We need that BS money to make sure the city doesn't fall.
Well, you should have thought of that before convincing the princess to turn down that delightful praetor Kargan.
Is there anything I can say to change your mind?
There is only one goblin I think of, and I think of him constantly. Whelp. Not that it is any of your business in the slightest, but that photo was taken of me and Whelp in happier times.
Where is he now?
That rotten court jester / dungeon keeper had the audacity to offer that useless goblin a job. Now he's gone. Whelp, so beautifully useless.
This is the dungeon of Malcolm the Great?
Just read the cards!
Oh, okay. This is the dungeon of Malcolm the Great. May I take a message?
Wait, who is this?
Who is this?
Lil.
Oh, Lil! It's me, Whelp!
I thought so. Listen, there's someone here I think would like to speak with you. Go ahead.
Whelp, is it really you?
It is, Your Grace.
Whelp, I never thought I'd see you again.
Well, we are on the phone.
How are you? Have you been treated poorly?
No one ever treated me as poorly as you, sir.
I miss you, Whelp.
I miss you too, sir.
Come, run away with me. We can leave this war behind us and start again with all of my money.
Sir, I never cared a jot for your money. I only wanted to be with you.
Oh, Whelp, my heart sings. No matter what happens to me now, I will dedicate my remaining life to you.
What about your remaining money?
I'll donate it to the poor. Just kidding, but I won't take it away with me today.
Good enough. Get in there and reunite with your friend.
True love conquers all. Way to go, Cupid.
Where is he? Where's that meek little slunk of a man?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Did a hopelessly heartbroken fella by the name of Elmer John come by this way? Spouting a crazy notion like running off and joining the army?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Oh, Elmer John, what have you done? Tell me, did you allow that fool to throw his life away over nothing?
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you or not.
I have to know if you sent him off to war, because if you didn't send him, then I'd like you to send me to get as far away from that fool as possible.
I take it you're Glory Ann.
That's me, Glory Ann.
The same Glory Ann that was caught in the arms of another man?
It's not what it looked like. And if Elmer John had stuck around for more than a second, I could have explained that to him.
So what? You're sick of these wunk-headed men getting all hot and bothered and making hasty decisions over something that could have been settled by a rational conversation?
Exactly! Even if that fool Elmer John is drafted as well, and he's there waiting for me with his big dumb eyes and his cutie pie dimples, it won't matter. He won't be able to smooth talk his way back into my heart after doing something so stupid like running off and joining the war. At this point, it doesn't matter if you let him in or not. Either way, I've made up my mind.
Love that fierce determination. But you really don't want to know if he was drafted? What if he's at home waiting for you, with a big old apology banner that says, "I'm a fool, take me back"?
He's run out of apology banners this time. Him and his suspicious mind. Not to mention the wartime measures prohibiting the sale of fabric for such frivolities.
Florian, I gotta know, did Elmer John really find you in the arms of another man?
That's only what Elmer thought he saw. It all started when that big loud Bosco from 2 houses over came round like he always does to try to court me again. I explained to him that Elmer John had asked for my hand and that I had said yes. And then Bosco explodes and says he's gonna smash Elmer's head like a jug. So I lunged at Bosco to hold him back. The big brute. That's what Elmer saw. And the next thing I know, he's crying about going on to war.
Sounds like before you go do the same thing, Elmer's gone and done and run off with a hurt heart. Maybe y'all should be slowing your ride and talking it through too. Am I right?
Why are you talking like that?
I thought you wanted to.
I sure don't. Can you just do me a favor and do the opposite of what you did for him, for me?
That's confusing, but okay. Now, I'm not doing this because I drafted Elmer John and I'm trying to keep you apart.
I understand.
And I'm not doing this because I didn't draft him and I want you two to be together.
Understood.
I'm doing this because I don't think you fully thought this through. I'm denying your recruitment into the army.
I guess I was acting a little hot under the collar there for a minute. I should go home and talk things over with Elmer and... Wait. Now will you tell me? What happened to him? Did he get drafted into the war?
I didn't send him to the front. I think you'll find him waiting for you when you get home. Big old apology banner and all.
Thank goodness.
Oh, hello, Lil. Isn't it an absolutely beautiful day? Sun shining, birds chirping. Why, I got a whole thing about it.
Who are you?
That's me, Lil. It's me, Julian, a.k.a. Magnificent Lord. We ate orange slice together?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just coming from a conference with GLA members from different nations looking to help each other out.
The GLA sounds like it's thriving.
It sure is. We made major inroads with a sympathetic group of Guardian. They've offered to dig tunnels that will bring food to the sprawl with anyone knowing. I hope we can get these plans cleaned down on our stamp of approval. Then we can get underway.
You should take these quickly.
I'm on my way there now.
Those tunnel plans to increase our food supplies are exactly the kind of outside the box thing we need. Let him in. The city's best try to just go over the map and get construction again in no time. We have food. We have food. Well done, Guardsman.
Lil, it is always a pleasure.
Julian, I hope you have a fantastic day.
You really mean that?
I sincerely do. Keep up great work, friend.
Thanks, Lil. You're one of the good ones.
The tunnel plans are underway. Soon there will be more food for the people of the sprawl. Will don't.
Hey, Lil. Listen, I wanted to say I know things must be tough for you if it came out on the front lines and
Thanks for checking in. I appreciate it, Cecil. I'm doing all right.
it's good to hear. If you ever need someone to talk to, you know where to find me.
I'm actually not sure I do know where to find you.
Oh, well, normally it would be at their barracks, but for the foreseeable future, I'll be running security for Her Majesty Princess, Queen Desdemona. After you finish your shift, Her Majesty and the Royal Consort have asked to see you.
Why does Her Majesty want to see me?
She's meeting with some high-ranking member of the Mages Guild to discuss battle strategy. To be honest, the Guild has been very supportive of how Her Majesty has handled things. She was looking for a bit of backup and wanted you specifically.
Well, she can count on me. I hope.
I hope so too. The fate of the sprawl may rest in your hands.
It always does, Cecil. See you after my shift.
Great. Thanks, Lil. And if you write your dad, tell him we all wish him well.
I will. I know he'd love to hear it. See you later, Cecil.
A familiar group of black-clad folk approach the shed, weeping and moaning.
You must help us, child!
We have been left without shelter. It's awful.
Scarborough has fallen!
Oh, my heart just breaks for the dear Duchess and the people of Scarborough. While our food supplies remain dangerously low, with the tunnel operation unlocked thanks to you, we should just be able to feed everyone, including these refugees. You may let them in. But with groups like this, do make sure criminals aren't infiltrating the sprawl, hiding in plain sight. It's the oldest spy trick in the book. Throw on a cloak, jump from a certainly fatal height to a hay bale, that kind of thing. If things were different, we'd give you time to interview them individually, but they're not, so do your best and don't mess up. Ta!
I still miss my beloved Sprankles! Boo-hoo!
I've been doing my best not to fantasize about poisoning my employer lately. Must not confess crimes, must resist child's powerful spray!
Excuse me, what?
All right, I did it. I lowered the bridge and let those...
Bastards?
Right, those bastards. I let them in. It was me. Oh, you sneak.
You are hereby banished from the court of Scarborough.
Praetor Kargan was right. Soon the entire sprawl will fall to the might of the Marvog Empire. Oh, go away. Well spotted, Guardian.
Listen, I'm just doing my job.
And that's how you truth spray your way to success.
Excellent line, milady.
But that was... oh, never mind. Even with that settled, I'm still not sure what to do with these people.
Bless you, dear child.
Yes, thanks awfully. As I said, we are incredibly hungry.
There should be enough food for your people. We have a new plan to bring more into the sprawl.
Regardless, you are a hero in the history of Scarborough.
if our lands are ever restored to us.
You did the right thing in a previous turn. You unmasked a traitor, and you were kind to refugees. 4 stars.
Where do I enlist?
You're there. Here.
Then what are you waiting for? Sign me up already. The name is Bosco. I heard that lily-livered runt Elmer John came by this way, and I want to catch up with him so I can smash his head like a jug.
You're just the kind of guy we're looking for, but I'll need more than just a first name to sign you up.
Houlihan.
Okay, Bosco Houlihan, and last thing, why do you want to smash Elmer's head like a jug?
Because he's a fool.
I trust it's common practice to go around smashing people's heads like jugs where you're from?
Only if they're dumb enough to run away from a quality dame like Glory Ann.
So to be clear, you're mad that he ran away from Glory Ann?
Yes.
Because you wouldn't run away from Glory Ann if she wanted you.
Yes, but she's made it clear that she doesn't.
This little drama is wrapping up quite nicely.
It will once I smash Elmer John's head like a jug.
You must have smashed a lot of jugs in your day.
Yes, my father was a jugsmith, and I hated him.
Jugsmith?
It's a real thing.
Listen, Buster, we need you.
My name is Bosco.
I know.
But,
Listen, Bosco, we need you.
okay, good. Look out, Elmer John. I'm coming to smash your head like a jug.
Yeah, go get him, if he's there. Honestly, I forget what I did with him.
Which is exactly why we must start using them immediately.
The risk is too great.
We need more time to study the long-term repercussions.
A luxury we can ill afford.
Your Majesty, Lil has arrived.
Thank you, Cecil. Lil, thank goodness you're here. I've got a problem.
You have an opportunity, Your Highness.
You know Tyronius Athanatos, I believe.
I've had the pleasure, I guess.
Yes, I remember this little guardsman.
And Dr. B. Have you met Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn, Lil?
I have. She works at the hole in the ground by the edge of town.
Yes, I mean, it's an archaeological dig site, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, she's the one who gave me the chronometer 3000 on my first day.
Ah, so she does have access to power crystal technology. I might have known.
Wait, Lil has had access to power crystal technology this whole time? Maybe it's not as dangerous as we imagined. She seems fine.
We don't know that. It's still too early.
How long can we wait? How many brave soldiers of the Sprawl must give their lives before we use the tools we have available?
Let me fill you in on what's going on here. The Mages Guild feels that if they had access to power crystals, they could hold back the enemy and maybe even win the war outright.
Okay, so why don't they go buy some? I know a guy in an alley. You know what? I'm gonna stop there. It's starting to sound weird.
They want all the crystals. Access to every dig site and existing stockpile in order to amplify their power.
The good doctor could simply give us the blueprints. Or better yet, the working model the child has in her possession. This would allow our research to flourish in no time.
Dr. Beatrix feels that there are too many unknown variables to use it safely on a larger scale.
The Mages Guild is and always has been reckless. There's no way I'm handing my research over to you, not until I see the full effects on my human test guinea pig here.
Yeah. Wait, what?
We both knew what this was.
Well, Lil, you've been using power crystals at the guard shed. What do you think? Are they too dangerous?
They are way too dangerous. I use the chronometer 3000 under very specific circumstances. You start manipulating time out there in the everyday world, who knows where it could lead?
Spoken like a scientist. Do you have a master's degree?
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm 12.
Thank you for your counsel. I always appreciate having multiple opinions when it comes to big decisions. I have made up my mind. Dr. B will continue to oversee Lil's progress with the chronometer 3000, and it will stay out of the hands of the Mages Guild until we can be certain that it is safe to use in this war.
Then at least allow the guild access to the crystal reserve for the sake of the Sprawl's future.
For the time being, the reserve shall remain under my control.
For the time being.
My decision is final, Tyronius. You will find that I am not as easily swayed by you as my father was. Thanks for your insight, Lil. I'm sorry to keep putting you in this position.
I'm just here to support my lady love. This choice has been eating her up inside. It's an important decision, and I want to do anything I can to help.
I think she made a good choice. With you, I mean.
Why the princess listens to you, I will never understand. It's like you're the only two people in the Dead Mums Club. My mother's terrible. That should count for something. Hopefully your words will not sway Desdemona on future matters.
I'm glad calmer heads prevailed, at least for now.
Hey, you spoke well today, Lil. One more message for you today. I was instructed to tell you to head over to Malcolm's to meet the advisors. Good luck.
What I don't understand is why would they have summoned her to a meeting without us there? Where's the fun in that?
Without at least one of us there.
And we all know it should have been me.
You really believe that, don't you?
When it comes down to the serious, important things that affect this kingdom, I think they'd I'd rather take advice from the strategic mind of a ranking military officer, rather than the 2 cents of a goofy, hopped-up lunatic with questionable taste in fashion, or a lousy court jester.
Ouch! We were both in the firing line on that one.
Well, all that being said, you still weren't asked to join said quorum, but she was.
And she is here.
What?
She is here. She's here. She's here. Lil is here. I really have to work on my subtlety.
Ah, Lil, you're here. We heard you got summoned to talk to the Queen and her new choice of partner for some kind of special quorum.
How was it? Was it boring? What kind of boring things did they talk about while you were there? Tell us.
I think if they wanted you to know what they talked about at the meeting, they would have invited you.
She won't tell us anything. She's as useless as you two are.
I take offense to that.
Offense to what? Sorry, I got distracted.
Can I go now?
You're dismissed. Lil, how goes the Battle of the Southern Gate?
Same old. How are things around here holding up?
Great! Business is better than ever. Something about war and the idea of impending doom really gets people out to the bar.
That's good?
You bet it is. If this keeps up, we'll finally be able to get this place up to code.
Then we can get rid of the rats.
We don't have rats! I mean, we do, but technically they have us.
Turns out they own the building and we just rent from them.
But if we make enough money, we can buy out from under them. As far as landlords go, they aren't the worst.
I could do without all the hissing.
Hey, that reminds me. Lil, you got a letter in the mail.
How did that Never mind. A letter? From who?
From Hamish.
A letter from Dad? Gimme!
Hey, Sweet Pea. How's everything back home? I'm doing okay here. I've gotten to know a lot of the guys. Then when they don't come back from battle, I get the chance to get to know a few more. I miss you. I know you might be scared right now, but don't be. It'll take tougher stuff than this little war to do in your old dad. Please let me know that you're all right, or even if you're not. I need to hear how you're doing. I love you, Lil. Dad.
Love you too, Dad. But what should I write back to him? If I tell him things are tough here, he might worry and get distracted in battle. But if I tell him I'm doing well, he might feel like I don't need him and then get distracted in battle. He's easily distracted. Oh boy, neither answer seems right.
Are you talking to me?
No. There, that should do it. Hey Arda, mind making sure this gets to where it needs to go?
Sure thing, Lil.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Reunited with his darling whelp, Grumkinty, Dankorth was a changed man. Together the two traveled for Kaladar, sailed Lake Inez, and even summered in Fireball Canyon. He laughed as he had never laughed in all his days, and their nights were filled with food and wine, music and love. They ran, holding hands, through fields of flowers. On one such sprint, Grumkin clutched at his chest. His heart had overflowed. More accurately, he suffered a massive heart attack. Try as he might to revive his former master, and now true love, Whelp was unable to resuscitate the old man. A simple funeral was held, and the widower Whelp counted himself lucky to have ever had such a love as this. As for his substantial riches, they were held by Mr. Dumb, head of BS, until such time as Mr. Dinkorth's will was read. The old man had donated the entirety of his fortune to the GLA. A small flower garden was built in his honor outside of their headquarters. Thanks to his timely arrival back in the sprawl, Julian was able to prepare a lavish birthday party for his best friend Gary. Every goblin, troll, halfling, cyclops, and mole person who was anyone was there. It was a bright spot in what had otherwise been a dark few months for the sprawl. As a birthday present, Julian gave Gary a pure and refined power crystal that he received from the visiting miners. The glint of its unearthly glow reflected in Gary's eyes as he inserted the powerful crystal into his practice wand. He thanked Julian profusely for this most precious present. It never left his sight from that day on. The next day, Julian presented the plans he was carrying to the city council. These plans detailed an extensive tunnel system to be dug underneath the walls of the sprawl, which would allow food to be secretly and safely moved into the sprawl right under the enemy's nose. After a short period of deliberation, the council realized just how hungry they all were and unanimously approved the plan. Someone will be arriving to start digging the tunnel system soon, but it's all on the up and pretty hush-hush. With new plans for bringing food into the city working their way through the bureaucracy of the sprawl, there were enough rations for the refugees from Scarborough to eat, and a space was made for them at the refugee camp springing up down at the docks. The Duchess was not impressed by her new surroundings, but to be honest, she's a very difficult person to please. Swift justice was visited upon the traitor who lowered the drawbridge of Castle Scarborough in the middle of the night, allowing the enemy to enter and take control of the duchy. The villain was hanged in the town square. Brutal, certainly, but this is war and it's better to be safe than sorry. Plus, it made for a fine day's entertainment, as there are no video games in the sprawl to keep people amused. The garrison stationed at the sprawl's secret Western Food Depot successfully repelled the invading Marva forces. The sprawl's reserve food stores are safe from the enemy's greedy hands and empty stomachs. Bosco's repressed feeling and lifetime of compensating at the gym led him to fight impressively on the battlefield, inspiring all around him. Elmer John went home and talked things over with Glorianne. They called the engagement back on and got married soon after. That's it for today. Hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. See y'all later.